You know what? I think I remember a little bit of my list of things that I think you like that I don't like.
Really? Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This might be a little controversial.
Oh.
I don't like Into the Wild, the film.
Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
You don't like Into the Wild. Okay.
I don't.
I don't. It's not my favorite movie, but I still like it a lot.
I feel like it was a pale attempt at trying to make the book good.
Yeah.
Also, Emil Hirsch is fucking annoying.
Really? You think he's annoying? What does he do that's annoying?
His face.
You can't blame him for his face. It is pretty.
I can't. He's got one of those fuck all faces that I just don't like. I don't like at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a decent actor. I feel like I've seen him in something that's good. And
He's been in some good stuff. Alpha Dog.
He was decent.
He was in Green Room.
Oh, Green Room was great.
Yeah.
I like Green Room a lot. And that was one of the last movies with Anton Yelchin.
Yeah.
Who we talked about last podcast.
Yeah. This is the through line.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Anyways. Yeah, Into the Wild, not Into the Woods. Totally different.
I love that movie.
Into the Wild, yeah. It's, I think, I don't know, it was just super hip when it was coming out. And it was and then everyone got this, super inspiring, message. And they were just like, I'm going to go train hopping. And they don't see about, the heroin and, the other stuff that goes into, being a transient.
Was he a heroin addict?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about real life.
Yeah.
Train hopping, you might die.
Yeah. I think he was also in the movie, very smart. He was very, capable and just a very, good dude. I mean, in real life, I think he was a real, magical, original thinker and stuff.
Usually on most things that I hate, I have, a logical hat on right now. But I'm just going to throw that off and put my red... GOP hat on and just be a hater because I just hate it.
You know who directed that movie?
Who?
Sean Penn.
I don't like Sean Penn either.
Really? You don't like Sean Penn in movies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Except for Milk. Great in Milk.
Okay. Wow, that's these
and
are some controversial opinions.
It is.
You don't like Spicoli. Okay.
I like Spicoli.
Okay, you do
of course I love Spicoli.
Okay. You don't like Mystic River?
Mm-mm.
Oh, whoa. This is blowing my mind right
know.
now. You don't like Sean Penn? You don't like 21 Grams?
Yeah, I do like the movie. Yeah. I just don't like him as an actor. I also don't like him as a person.
Really?
He's kind of an asshole.
Whoa, did you have some weird confrontation with him?
Yeah, I went up to him and I asked him for $5 and he's just like, get away, you fucking weirdo. And I was just like,
get away.
He's like, get away. That's Sean Penn. This is my Sean Penn. You're like, get the fuck away from me.
He just acts like he's tough in movies.
Yeah. No, I've heard he's beating down people in the street.
Yeah, I've heard he would be very intimidating.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, he's been famous since he was 12 or something.
He's been around for a long time.
He's also kind of an asshole, though.
Yeah,
let's just be real.
Yeah. I've heard that he's an asshole for sure.
Yeah. So unpopular opinion. Don't like Into the Wild.
I think that's interesting though that he wasn't even really in that movie, but your dislike of him translated from acting to his directorial style.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't like him all around. You don't like
Pretty
his
much
essence for some reason.
He's also got a fuck all face.
Yeah, he kind of has I
also hate his stupid little mustache.
Yeah, sometimes he has a mustache. I don't know. His nose is very
big old honky
nose.
I don't know. I'm being a real hater, just hating someone for things they can't change.
hating.
But I am being hateful. So sorry. I'm usually not a hateful person. We started this conversation saying I'm not hateful. I guess I do have hate. Everyone's got a dark side.
Let us know what you think of Into the Wild as a movie and Sean Penn as an actor.
And how awful I am for hating both of them.
Yeah, let us know who's right.
Yeah, know the podcast at gmail.com.
But it's funny. I didn't really like it though. I didn't like Into the Wild. It wasn't my favorite.
It's not
movie. It's not that great.
inspirational. I mean, I'll watch it. It's just
it's kind of meh.
I read the book too. It is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a flop. Anyway, all right, moving ahead.
Okay.
Let's look at... We're going to do a new one today, which I'm very excited. Very excited for this.
What are we doing?
We're going to talk about... We're going to try and do a segment that focuses on wacky and wild conspiracies.
Conspiracy theory time.
I love conspiracies.
Me too.
And I love when they get even dumber and dumber and dumber. Just fall down the dumb hole.
I like stupid theories that have good evidence backing them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Really dumb, this could never have happened things, but they have that one thing that's but what about this?
Christianity.
What about the bread? He made so much bread with no oven.
All right, so today we're gonna come up with a conspiracy theory. One that we have a lot. There's a bunch we can go through, but
we're gonna try to do one a week.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do one a week, and we also welcome it to submission. So if you are thinking about a conspiracy and you just want us to be dumb about it and talk about it, or if you legit believe in something,
we will find out the truth
and prove you wrong.
I guarantee that week by week we will solve these conspiracy theories. Like today we're doing.
Today we're doing it's a native to our home state, I believe. This is also very unresearched. So this is totally off.
No preparation.
Yeah, not at all. And I'm not going to lie to you guys and say we did. But I'm going to lie. So this is about Bigfoot.
We're going to do Squatch.
This is a Squatch hunt.
It's called Squatch Watch.
Squatch Watch. Sounds like a porn.
Mm-hmm. He's like looking into women's windows and stuff. Squatch Watch.
Squatch Watch.
Or he's doing it like from the woods, like all blurry. Like.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta say, cryptozoology is definitely one of my favorite topics in terms of conspiracies because I'm super into it. And I've done some research. Obviously, I'm older now and some of my memory is not going to be as great. So I might have the Mandela effect and make up facts where they're not.
Is that Nelson Mandela?
Yeah, you never heard about the Mandela effect?
Uh-uh.
Our friends, Frank and David from We Did a Podcast, shout out, also not a sponsor, they covered the Mandela effect on their conspiracy theory podcast, and it's really cool because the Mandela effect, to sum it up for you guys, is the effect of remembering things differently than they occurred. So the reason it's called the Mandela effect is because a lot of people, in conjunction with the movie in 2015 or 2014, I'm not sure, Invictus, the Nelson Mandela movie that came up, were almost 100% sure that Nelson Mandela had died in prison when he had been freed from prison in actuality. So many people were convinced that they remembered that he was dead when he was actually in prison.
Yeah.
That it became a way to classify this thought process. Yeah. The Mandela effect covers, and what our friends and We Did a Podcast looked after, is that it covers the Berenstain Bears.
Oh, okay.
The Berenstain Bears.
They were alternate realities. Like some people like are certain that they perceived it a different way than what reality actually dictates. Yeah.
So that's what the Mandela effect. Anyways, we really came back. Okay, so sidebar. All right, so let's the Squatch. Anyways, Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, so Bigfoot.
Back at the Squatch.
Back to Bigfoot.
From what I remember, I think that the Sasquatch videos or Sasquatch in general is I think it's a global phenomenon. And I know that a lot of it concentrates around this part of the United States in the PNW, the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
It's a pity I don't have my friends on here, Liam or Chase or Dakota, because they are avid Squatch fans.
Okay, so do they believe?
They know.
They know that he's real.
I think they know beyond a doubt. I'm pretty sure that Dakota and Chase, at least, are like...
Sasquatch is like the Jesus for hipsters. It's like he's out there.
It's the Jesus of the PNW.
Yeah. He's just like this hairy, like, elusive man.
His own personal Jesus.
Yeah.
So Squatch... Okay, got a couple theories on what Squatch is. I have heard that people believe that Sasquatch Bigfoot is not alone. I believe that if Bigfoot does exist, that they are a species.
Okay. So there's multiple Squatches.
Yes. Now, there are so many theories as to why they are able to not be seen or be elusive. And a couple of them focus on that they are interdimensional.
Okay.
And somehow they may not be from this world or this dimension. And they are that elusive that they can I don't know what it is. Like they can go between dimensional worlds.
I love that jump from like, man, there's certain things about Bigfoot that don't make sense. Like, how is he so elusive? He's obviously an interdimensional being. Like,
this is just like another episode of Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
We need Giorgio Tsoukalos.
He would probably prove to us that Bigfoot's real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I actually think there is an Ancient Aliens episode about Bigfoot.
How he's an alien.